Hiei. Hiei that's what I'm but Hiei was there at season 3. He went to go save Yusuke, but then Coleman was like, well, I hate to tell you this, but you're only like a B class. He said, what? Yes, your middle rung B class. And he said, what the fuck? That makes no sense. I'm not, in the mood to hear that. He went and he, left the group for a while. But then he came back to save Yusuke from motorcycle Higuri, knocked him out, and then he challenged Yusuke to a fight. He put the blade up to his neck and was like, I hold my life in your hand again, after I saved you. And then Yusuke was like, he was testing Yusuke to see if he was actually doing stuff. And he was, Yusuke defeated him, but then he was like, we have to go defeat Sensui. And he was like, I don't like this world, but I also don't like my kind, the weak ones. And then he was, the weak ones, and after he did that, I'm not gonna quit, Hiei then used the darkness flame to try to hit Sensui before he got past the Kakai net, but it got stopped. But then he went into Demon World. And when he got to Demon World, he fought Sensui with everybody. He used the dragon's flame, inside of himself and tried to fight against Sensui, but it didn't work. The sacred energy was, powerful enough to repel the dragon. But he was still powerful because he grew up to, A rank, middle A class levels of power. He wanted to avenge Yusuke, and he, got a power up. But 90% for his strength, with his speed at 93. 87 for his durability, and a 91 for his endurance. 87 for his intelligence, and an 89 for his experience. 92 for his close skills, and 89 for his range skills. 86 for his recoup. 91 for his hacks. Overall power score is 89.5. And that's for Hiei at the end of season 3. So we cool on the corner.